Hey there, moviegoers. This is Alex again with another edition of Talkies. This week I want to talk to you guys about Season of the Witch. Season of the Witch is the new PG-13 adventure fantasy movie, directed by Dominic Sena, starring Nicolas Cage, Ron Perlman, Stephen Campbell, and Claire Foy. Like I said, it's a fantasy movie. It takes place in medieval times around the Black Plague and the Crusades. Two knights, tired of the senseless killing that comes from the Crusades, leave their army. And in seeking work, the two are lured into transporting a suspected witch to a remote monastery where she can get the devil exorcised out of her. Now, first in the cast is Nicolas Cage. Not off to a great start. Now, Cage upsets me because I know he has the capacity to put on great performances. Like he did in Kick-Ass over the summer, and like he did way back in Raising Arizona. But for some reason, I don't think he realizes he's a character actor who's really not cut out for your typical leading man roles. So sadly, in Season of the Witch, he just plays a similar character to all the characters he's been playing lately. He was brave, noble, smart, and pretty darn unbelievable. It was kind of boring. Next is another one of my favorite actors, Ron Perlman. Personally, I think he is one of the most underrated actors around. He always does a dynamite job and has that perfect balance of comedy and seriousness. Season of the Witch was not his best work, but he was a little funny. His delivery was, the lines were not. And his character was a little too much of a sidekick. If he just had a little bit more independence from Cage's character, and didn't follow everything he did, I think I would have liked him a lot more. Next is Stephen Campbell. Now, I've seen more in a few other movies like Bright Young Things and The History Boys, and you know I really like him as an actor. He didn't blow me away in Season of the Witch, but he stood out a lot, and I think that carried the movie for me. He had to play a very conflicted priest, who knows that he has to do what his religion believes is right, but at the same time can't help but feel a little bit morally wrong. I like that you really couldn't form an opinion about this character until the very end. Lastly is big screen newcomer Claire Foy. She's kinda cute in a creepy sort of way. She plays the young girl who is believed to be a witch. Now, this character was very manipulative and always held all the cards. She knew everything that was going on and controlled almost all of it. And I think Foy played this part very well. She was kinda creepy, but very endearing. And she left you guessing right up until, well, you'll see. She was by far my favorite part about the movie. So the first thing I'd like to say is I didn't love this movie. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Acting was meh. Story was alright. The editing was weird. But the design and the visual effects were actually very good. I did like the look of this movie a lot. This movie had a hard time sucking me in, though, to the point where very emotional scenes really just didn't affect me at all. I feel like they had a hard time picking a dialect for this movie also. Some people had American accents, some people had poorly done English accents, and then there were a couple more random European ones thrown in. And then, out of the blue, some guy had a Brooklyn accent, which makes zero sense for a medieval story. It was the little things like that and a lot of inconsistencies that really took me right out of it. In conclusion, I would like to give Season of the Witch a 6 out of 10. I think it's not bad if you're in the mood for something mindless, but if you want to see something with some real substance, and you want to be wowed, I think you're going to want to pick another movie. So that is it for this week's edition of Talkies. Signing off for FingerLakes1.com, my name is Alex Sinacropi, and what I really want to do is direct. I'll see you guys later.